The Golden Grove of November. In a small village nestled between misty, rolling hills, November arrived with a touch of magic each year. The mornings were crisp and silvery, with frost covering every surface like a delicate lacework of ice, shimmering in the pale dawn light. Smoke rose in soft spirals from the chimneys, filling the air with the scent of burning wood, and the villagers wrapped themselves in scarves and thick coats to greet the chilly days. But it was the Golden Grove that made November feel truly enchanted. The Golden Grove was a forest just outside the village, where the trees turned a breathtaking shade of gold each November. It was said that the grove was a remnant of an ancient, magical wood, and that those who visited during the late autumn month could catch glimpses of mysteries and wonders hidden to the rest of the world. Some villagers claimed to have seen a fox made of starlight darting between the trees, or heard soft voices whispering through the rustling leaves. But only those who truly believed in the magic of November ever witnessed these marvels. One chilly afternoon, a young girl named Alara decided it was time to visit the grove on her own. She had heard stories about the Golden Grove since she was a child, but this year, for some reason, she felt a deeper pull, a calling that she couldn't ignore. With a knitted hat and a scarf wrapped tightly around her neck, she set off, carrying a small notebook to jot down any secrets she might uncover. As she entered the forest, she felt an instant hush descend around her. The air was cool and still, and the trees stood tall and majestic, their branches heavy with leaves the color of molten gold. Sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting a warm, honeyed glow over the forest floor. Alara walked slowly, marveling at the beauty around her, savoring each step as the golden leaves crunched under her boots. After walking deeper into the grove, she noticed something unusual. A faint glow in the distance near an ancient oak tree. Intrigued, she approached, her heart quickening with excitement and a tinge of nervousness. When she reached the tree, she found a small silver bell hanging from a low branch, glinting in the dappled sunlight. It was a delicate thing, its surface etched with tiny swirling patterns that seemed to dance when the light hit it just right. Alara reached out and gently touched the bell, feeling a warmth that contrasted with the crisp air around her. She gave it a soft ring, and to her surprise, the sound was rich and melodic, echoing through the grove like a lullaby. As the last note faded, a gentle breeze swept through the trees, rustling the leaves and carrying with it a soft musical whisper. Alara! The wind seemed to sigh, carrying her name on its breath. Welcome to November's heart. Startled, Alara looked around but saw no one. The voice had been soft and soothing, almost as if the grove itself was speaking to her. She felt an odd sense of warmth and belonging, as though she had found something she'd been searching for without realizing it. She took a deep breath, filling her lungs with the earthy scent of fallen leaves and the faint sweetness of distant wood smoke. As she stood there, a tiny creature darted into view, a fox, but not like any fox she had ever seen. Its fur seemed to shimmer like stardust, each hair catching the light as if woven from silver threads. The fox's eyes glowed with a soft, golden light, and it looked directly at her, its gaze gentle and knowing. It tilted its head, as if inviting her to follow. Without hesitation, Alara began to walk after the fox, her feet moving almost of their own accord. The creature led her deeper into the grove, weaving between the trees with a quiet grace. They passed a small brook where the water sparkled with flecks of gold, and over a bridge made of smooth white stones that felt warm beneath her feet, despite the chill in the air. Finally, they reached a clearing bathed in golden light, where a circle of ancient, towering trees stood guard. In the center of the clearing, there was a pool of crystal-clear water, its surface so still that it reflected the sky above like a mirror. The fox paused at the edge of the pool and looked back at Alara, as if waiting for her to understand. Alara gazed into the pool, and as she did, the water began to shimmer and swirl, showing her images she could scarcely believe. She saw visions of the grove in different seasons, spring blossoms drifting down like snow, the vibrant greens of summer, and the fiery reds of early autumn. She saw herself as a child, playing in the fields with her friends, laughing as they chased each other through the long grass. She saw the village blanketed in snow, with twinkling lights glowing warmly in every window. And then she saw something more. A glimpse of herself as an adult, returning to the grove with her own children, sharing the same stories and passing on the magic of November. She realized with a start that this grove was more than just a beautiful place. It was a keeper of memories, a link between the past, present, and future. The Golden Grove was alive in its own quiet way, connecting everyone who ever walked its paths. The fox gave a soft, almost approving nod as if to say, "Now you understand." And then, as swiftly as it had come, it turned and vanished into the trees, leaving Alara alone by the pool. With a sigh of wonder, she took one last look into the shimmering water, and whispered, "Thank you, Golden Grove." She felt the air around her respond, as if the entire forest sighed in reply, wrapping her in warmth and gratitude. As she made her way back to the village, Alara felt different, changed somehow. She knew she would return to the grove again, and one day, she would bring others to experience its magic. But for now, she would hold this memory close, a secret treasure that only she and the grove shared. Every November after that, Elara returned to the Golden Grove, always finding something new, always feeling that same quiet magic. And though she never saw the fox again, she knew that it, like the grove, would always be watching over her, a reminder of the golden beauty of November, and the hidden wonders waiting for those who dared to believe.